37 cents a pound.
I just told you. I'm gonna give it her space.
That much in a bowl. Better make it in pot, because this really foams up. A little butter. A little vanilla. And I also like to put a little oats into it. Add, these are whole oats, not oatmeal. This is and so they are $1 something a pound, $1.20 a pound. 4 minutes. Come back, and this will be about 40 cents for a nice bowl of cereal. I'm going to put some raisins in there, a little brown sugar, and that's it. Dash of salt, a little milk. 40 cents, 50 cents. You know, you get how many bowls of cereal out of like, you know, pre-made cereals, and pre-made cereals are so much just like preservatives. And you know, but one of the really things I think about when I put food into my body is how much poison's in it. You know, in this flour, how much poison is in this flour? Well, it's a pretty base ingredient, so it's actually pretty good. And they're keeping they're not bleaching it anymore. They're keeping all the oils right in it, and people are using it fast, so it's even become a better product. What's in here? What's in the butter? Well, the cow was fed corn and soy, and was given a salt lick with pseudoephedrine on the salt lick, and sometimes in the food. Pseudoephedrine is the same thing that they make methamphetamine out of, or dope. So every time you get enough of that big meat, big chicken, but with not a lot of flavor, not grass-fed, you know, all that mass process, you're getting a lot of that pseudoephedrine in you, and it affects your system. Didn't know that, did you? They've been feeding you a type of dope for the last 30 to 40 years in your food. So we look at our poisons. What poisons do we have here? We have a banana that has been genetically modified and farmer modified. What's scary is you go to the this right here. I have some frozen. If I'm going to save them and make banana bread. This right here, these Dole bananas, and it says baby bananas. This is a real banana. They're going into the wild. They're running out of the banana farms. They're going into the wild and getting these bananas and bringing them back. And they taste like a real banana should. A real banana is so powerful, so wonderful. These are like red bananas too. Red bananas are real small. This could be slightly different variety, but still, that's the concept, man. Real, bananas on the tree really don't get much bigger than that naturally, and they're so packed with energy. But I mean, it's like the end of the big fish in the 90s, and people are eating tilapia today like it's good food. I'm like, man, that was dirt fish, It was like, get out the soy sauce and the garlic and the curry when you make the tilapia. Put it in the gumbo, I mean, I remember that I used to make these beautiful. I'd get fillets of grouper and sole and monkfish like this, and tuna like big and round like that, beautiful dark colors, swordfish, big long pieces like that. I loved grouper and cod and halibut, and we used to get big cuts like that. And so I could get in there and I take a cut like this wide, right? And then I do a J cut into it and open this beautiful like fan of like beautiful design colored or design of the fish meat as I splayed it open. Just wonderful stuff, man. and then they all disappeared at once. It's weird how they disappeared too, and it's like all the fish started disappearing, and they were like, but what happened right as they disappeared? Big, huge things started coming in. Like they catch a whole bunch of the fish start getting smaller, then they'd be a couple of big, huge ones. The same thing has happened with the lobsters. We had a whole bunch of chicken lobsters, which we ran all the time. Then we started getting bigger lobsters. Then we had all these huge lobsters. Then it all went back to chicken lobsters. Same thing with the fish. And all these huge fish, and then it all went to small stuff. Same thing with the cold lobster tails. We had suddenly there were cold lobster tails all running about the same size, all consistently coming in. This is the biggest buyer of seafood ever, Red Lobster and General Mills. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're getting these monster tails in like this, and they're being sold as jumbo, but they're like 35 ounces instead of 20 ounces. I mean, really, literally this big. I'm measuring, and the servers are like selling them like crazy. And then all of a sudden, there's no more big jumbo lobster tails, you know. Suddenly, they're paying a lot more for them. Just a lot of interesting things that you witness through 25 years, or 27 years of cooking and being in restaurants and around food. All right, so there we go. Just bop, 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 bitty, bitty, bum, boom. Some tasty, some food. Peace.